No.
Hey guys.
Hey.
This is Sylvia.
Mallory.
And
The reason we look like the way we do.
well, you look better now. I still look haywired.
Mostly it's just the grease from my hair is just kind of like solidified and given up.
Me too.
Anyway, the reason we look like this is because we just got back from the 17 concert, Encore concert. We were standing section 4, and it was pretty amazing. Wish y'all could have been there.
Yeah, like it was wild. I mean, the day started off like kind of weird. It was raining all day.
It was raining all day. Part of the reason.
Yeah.
This.
Actually, a large part of the
A
reason.
large part of the reason.
It was literally raining all day, and we both hate the rain.
Hate the rain.
Hate it.
We didn't bring umbrellas.
Yeah, because we're literally the dumbest people on earth.
Like, we may actually, like, idiots.
Actually, idiots.
Idiots.
But happy idiots. Always happy.
Yes. It was an extremely happy, glorious concert, because 17 are just
precious angels.
Precious babies.
Anyways, okay, so we started the day doing free stuff. We met some really cute fans. They gave us some free stuff. It was all good.
I love 17 fans.
We love 17 fans. And yeah, pretty much it. So there's a new light stick. It's the same, but it's just glittery.
It's like slightly bigger and like glittery.
Yeah, it's slightly bigger and like glittery. We weren't able to get it today. We might get it tomorrow. We're not sure yet because depending on the time, we're gonna get there. We don't know yet, but maybe. But yeah, and so pretty much same old pre-concert stuff.
Yeah, we were excited.
Yeah.
It's been our first K-pop concert in a long time.
Yeah.
And we were ready. To get out of the rain. So we were numbers like 385 and 86.
Yeah.
In section 4, standing. We did standing section because here's our theory. If you want to like see formations in a concert, you should do seated because it's really comfortable and you get to like look down and see everything at the same time, and it's really awesome. And we did that for the Christmas concerts, and we've done that for a lot of concerts.
Yeah, you know, sometimes just do sitting.
Yeah.
And it's good.
But right now, we're at this point where it's like, okay, like, we've seen enough music shows, enough concerts for 17. Like, we want to get up close and personal.
Yeah.
Which is why we decided to do standing. Because when you're standing, you can really only see the people in front of you. You can't see the cool dances. You can't see everybody. It's just what is right there in front of you. But that person in front of you is right there.
Yeah, so when we got in, we were like row 6, I think.
They were like the 6th row.
And then what happens always, for at least for the boy group concerts, I don't think we've ever been to a girl group concert ever.
That's so sad.
I know. We should change that. But most of my money does go to
I don't have enough money as it is.
I know. Yeah. Anyways, but always, there's always that initial push, like that initial surge. Yeah. And so you don't actually end up like far. You actually end up pretty close.
Yeah, so we were pushed up to like 3rd row from the stage. I mean, the stage to stage. Like, the stage is like a foot, and then there was 3 feet behind us.
Yeah.
So you are close. You are close to these boys. You can see the sweat dripping down their face. You can see like how the makeup is running because of the sweat.
Yeah, and this stadium was small. They were in the handball stadium, so wherever you were pretty close. Anyways.
So let's talk about the concert, and then we'll talk about our personal experiences.
Okay.
So the concert tonight there were solo stages, and it had the 3 units. We realized that it was basically all of the Christmas concerts combined.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't notice that until we came home, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, first was the vocal unit. Yeah. Well, first they did Monse on the desks.
The mama version.
So the stage was kind of like 2 Fs back to back.
Yeah.
And the standings were 1, 2, 3, 4 in between. And they did a really good job of going all the way around the stage. They did a really good job of that. So, like, they did the Monse on the main stage, and they came out to, like, the center, and they were in a circle, and, like, the middle of the circle went up, and they did rock, and, like, half of them were doing rock on the other, and half of them were doing rock on the bottom, and it was ridiculous. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
I was not okay.
No, it's not.
I was not
okay.
even a little bit okay.
No, definitely not. So first up was the vocal unit. And they started off, and actually now that I think about it, they even went in the order of the concerts.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyways, so they went up first, and they did the songs that they did for the Christmas concert, and they were adorable.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah.
I love the vocal units.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
Yeah.
I have a soft place in my heart.
Biased.
I'm a little biased. But yeah, they did.
God, now I can't think.
I know. We're both like
out of it. We literally just ate and wrote letters.
Yes, we wrote letters to 17 because there's a little fan letter event. We made it ourselves.
Tell them what's in your letter, Mallory.
My letter is to Joshua, and it's a long letter telling him that everything is going to be okay. And I wrote it in English because he's American.
He'll be able
to. So it's like, I understand you and your problems.
And it's so heartfelt, and it's so long, and it's so like literally, it's like a really heartfelt love letter.
It's like a love letter. I wrote him a love letter.
She did, and it's so precious, and it really fits him. Like honestly, like it does. Like he's so cute. He's giving out roses to be
no,
like.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay, so then I wrote one, and it's here, and mine's not heartfelt. It's it might be the opposite. It's basically me being 안녕 성철아 because I'm older than him. It's okay. I can't say opa. I'm not allowed. And I basically say 사랑해, stay sexy from Sylvia.
Yes, there's an event at the concert venue where you like put this in and maybe you'll get lucky drawn to like get a response.
Oh.
So
I'm just drawing.
This is my love letter to Joshua, and she wrote "Stay Sexy." Anyway,
we'll see what happens with that. I was just telling Mallory that it'd be hilarious if they literally picked ours, both of ours, and just fantasizing here, what would really happen? They would like open her letter and they would be like, oh, like, wow, this is so amazing. A foreigner wrote you this heartfelt letter. You're a foreigner too. Like, oh my God, like this is so precious. Like,
it'd be
blah, blah,
boob
blah.
too.
Yeah. And they'd be like, oh my God, like this girl like loves you and they love us and all this stuff. And then they'd pick mine and they'd be like, oh look, it's like the same thing. Like it's the same envelope. Like it must be like the same. And then they'd be like, what the hell is this?
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy. I think that encapsulates all of it.
I think
they know the word sexy.
I think it encapsulates me to a T. Like, of who I end up liking in terms of
young and sexy.
I have a type.
Young and sexy. All right, anyway, back to the concert. Yeah. So, first was vocal unit. They did a great job. They had one point where the solo stages were interesting. They weren't really solo stages. It was more like duets and collaborations between them, which was also great, I thought.
Yeah.
So for this one, they had, like, kind of at the Christmas concert, I saw pictures of it. They had, like, a little band with Joshua on the guitar and Boob on the piano and Woozy on the drums, and DK sang. And it was, like, this soft rock song, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And they did. Oh, it's all a blur now. It's like
I don't know anymore. My brain is like happened. I just know what really happened.
Okay, wait, yes, okay. So the vocal unit did a great job, and the solo stages for the vocal unit were Joshua and Angel Jonghan.
Yeah. And
Jonghan has a lot of fans.
Yes.
Like
a lot.
Actually,
most of my stuff that we got are Angel stuff.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah. And whenever he came on, like,
yes,
which I understand, like. But it is interesting, like, just how much it was almost, it was very noticeable. So they had their solo stage, and it was a little later, but we'll talk about it now. It was so cute. I can't. Yeah. Like, all of a sudden, they appeared on these these moving carts. Yeah. And they started on one side of the stage and the other, moving towards each other. And they were behind the standing area, so they were close to the stands. And they were singing a duet and handing out roses.
Yeah, you heard that right.
They were handing out roses to girls in the stands.
I'm sorry. If that was Scoops, I would have died. I'm sorry.
He was in a little blue turtleneck.
Honestly, like, they were literally singing to people, and, like, since Angel had so many fans, he was, like, literally singing to them and giving them roses, and he was like, like, giving them, they would all just die. They're not alive.
I died.
I know, we died. They are not alive. That's their bias, and he's singing to them and giving them a rose? Like, bye-bye forever. Like, literally.
Bring the shovel.
Michelle, you're dead. Like, literally.
Anyway, so that was their solo stage. And it was a duet, but it was really cute. And then after the vocal unit was the performance unit. Yeah. And they basically all popped up at different parts of the stage and did like a little solo, like epic thing, dance thing. Like V8 like spun around on his head. Yeah. It was really good dancers. Yeah. And Hoshi, I think he did this at the Christmas concert too. He straight up danced on top of a girl.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah. No, girlfriends. Like literally on top of a girl. Well, like, okay, not like actually, but like okay, the girl like had her back.
Yeah,
like,
she was so stage, and she had her back like this.
Yeah, like you couldn't see her face.
Yeah,
and like he's like dancing, and he's like grabbing her like this.
Yeah,
but like to the back, like she was to the back, but he was like grabbing her and like doing this, and everyone's like, like, yeah.
And so I heard that he did that at the Christmas concert too, but like, I was not okay. Hoshi, man.
Yeah.
So they did, I think they did jams, right? Dirty?
Yeah, I think
Jam.
Yeah.
So they danced to that. And then my favorite part of the performance group was they did a Dum Dum Red Velvet cover.
I love that so much.
It was so cute. I love that song.
So much.
I love that song.
We are like really big fans of Red Velvet. There are ladies. Like,
ladies.
They like, we see them a lot.
We've been through a lot together.
Yeah, we've seen them a lot. So like,
oh dear,
we just always like, I don't know.
Standing section here.
Go for it. I'm about to eat another kimbap. Don't mind me. I got two. I got hungry again. Talking about this stuff.
Granola bar, so it's fine.
So, yeah, it was precious. They did like a remix, so it would be like cute, be like dum 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 dum, and then they'd be like dum dum, and we'd be like whoa, wait, and then they'd be cute and be like and then they'd be slow. It really played with your emotions, I think.
Typical.
Yeah,
they do play with my emotions.
Yeah,
frequently. Every day. And June dyed his hair platinum blonde, which was wild to me. June and I have an interesting relationship in that I didn't notice him at first, and then I was obsessed with him. I forgot about him again.
I think we already talked about her bias change in 17 land. Like, June was literally one of the many biases she had until it finally landed on Joshua. We don't even know if Joshua is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I wrote him a love letter.
You're right. You didn't write Minky one. It's fine.
I did not write Minky a love letter.
But you could.
There's still time.
There's still time. The night is young.
Oh, dear. Anyway. So after that was the hip hop section, which we saw at the Christmas concert. Mm-hmm. Still not okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
I have a Minky problem.
Stop this right now and go look up Womu and Mingyu collab. Stop this video right now and go watch it and then come back to us. Okay, you're back. Okay, so hello, welcome back.
How do you feel? Better?
You're not
elevated as a person.
You're not okay.
Probably not okay.
You're probably definitely not okay.
You might have screamed a little bit.
Yeah, and you might have been like, you might have fainted. It's okay, we're here
it's
for
okay,
you.
I understand.
like, to describe it in words, you guys have already seen pictures and videos. If not, if you were there, then you saw it. And it's, you don't know what to do yourself.
So there was like a VCR beforehand. And we were like, what is going on? And it was Mingyu and Wanmu, and they were like friends in this VCR. And there was like some homegirl, and they were getting sensitive with each other and like pushing each other against walls and like fighting. And then there was a photograph of them that Mingyu was burning. Yep. I'm like, wow, okay, that's sensitive, right? Mm-hmm. So then they come out and they pop out of like the side stages, and they're like doing this hip hop, like heavy rap hip hop song. And so they do it, and then they switch sides and do it, and then they meet in the middle, and they're like in each other's faces, like bring it on, homeboy, like bam, and they like push each other, and he pushes back, and it just made me like really sad inside.
Yep.
And all this also, it was really hot.
No.
It was just weird.
No, you guys saw the video. Like, they were up close and personal, and they're both attractive. Like, holy shit, they're tall. They have like those deep voices, like especially Wonwoo. And like Mingyu just oozes sexiness.
He literally, I think you would have to be asexual to not be attracted to him. I think men, women, animals attracted to him. Like,
I mean, he's literally too pretty and too sexy at the same time.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy. And literally, yeah, that was definitely a highlight. Yeah, like, no one was okay.
No one was okay.
No.
And they did their straight jacket thing up above again, and they did yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they basically did their Christmas concert plus the Mingyu Wanmu solo stage.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah. S-Coups look beautiful though. Still,
cool.
Oh, precious.
He's sexy.
So yeah, like he's like, I don't know. With his dark hair, he does things to me. It's wild. Like, okay. I know. But if he goes blonde, I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
It kind of like when he's blonde, he looks younger.
Yeah, and I think that's why I was kind of like, I didn't notice him at first. Like, he was just a leader. And I was like, oh, that's cute. Mm-hmm. And that's why I was, and that's why I, like, liked Mingyu first. Because, like, he was so young and sexy. And he did not look like, he just emitted it. But then, yeah. Anyways. Okay. So, yeah.
So, after that was the, like, 20-minute little skit that they do.
Yeah.
Of the Yuji one.
Yeah, the kindergarten skit.
The kindergarten skit, which they also did at the Christmas concert.
Yeah.
And they're all dressed as kindergartners. Yeah. It's like, if I didn't feel old enough already, now I'm watching these boys dressed as kindergartners. The funny thing was, this time, Dino was the teacher instead of Angel.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because he was like talking in Banmal to them. And he kept ignoring S-Coups. He's like, S-Coups like, Sungsing-nim, you know, and he'd be like, Jisoo, you know, like just ignoring him. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And so because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, they were talking about Valentine's Day
actually,
a lot.
It
is 12 a.m.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I hope you have a Valentine, because I don't.
We have Valentine's.
You're right, I have 13 Valentines.
We have 13. To be honest, a lot more.
Oh, too. At least 20.
Yeah,
but least. 13 specifically tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
So they're like asking questions to all the boys, like, what's your love problem? You know, and they're talking about their love problems. Yeah. And Joshua's like, you know, I have a friend. You know, he's in kindergarten. I have a friend, but I want to confess to her. And everyone's like, oh. And they did all these little dances about how they would like confess and like, I don't know. They're just being cute. And like as a teacher, it was funny too. Because they kept being like,
we relate so
They're like,
hard.
Teacher, are you married?
Oh my god. We get that question so many times.
At least once a week.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Do you have a
solo teacher? And it's like, yes, I'm solo. They're like, oh. And we're like, don't worry, we're not. In my heart, I'm not.
We have each other.
We have each other. Plus,
I still write love letters.
I don't.
If I wasn't solo, I couldn't write a love letter.
You're right. Imagine
if I.
Imagine. Okay, remember, like 20 years from now, when you have like a husband, they'd be like, "Do you? How was your love life like? Did you write any love letters?" Well,
it's funny you mention. It was never reciprocated, but I did make an origami.
You know what? Your husband will just be some K-pop.
He'll appreciate me. No, he'll appreciate me for who I am and who I was and who I will be. Anyway, off topic. Back to 17. Whereas your husband will be like, And what did you write? Oh, just what I say to you all the time. Stay sexy.
My husband will know that by now.
Kindergarten skit. Yeah, so then at the end, at the Christmas concert, they sang, oh gosh, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
And at this concert, they sang Love Is All You Need. And it was really cute.
It is adorable.
And they...
chocolates.
Yes. So this was a moment. We had a couple highlights that, like, we're still reeling from. Mm-hmm. And, like, we came home and, like, we kind of just, like, stared at a wall for a while.
I still look rattered and tired.
I know. We need to go to sleep soon. This is, like, because we were out in the rain. We didn't have umbrellas. And then we were standing section. This is, like, hot mess day. Yeah. Worth it. Anyway, so... Oh, yeah, so they had, like, I Love All You Need, and they had little baskets with chocolates inside. And they were going around and throwing these chocolates at the sections. And the 8 came by ours, and we were, like, in the second, third row by this point. And he threw it, and I'm like, and I catch it. I caught it above me. But most of these girls are a little bit younger than us. Just a little.
Again. When homegirls in front of you are saying, Ichanapa! Who's Dino, who's the youngest, who's actually 16, you know you're dealing with young people.
It's fine. It's fine.
We are much older.
So I caught it, and she was below, and we, like, both stuck our hands up, and, like, this is a chocolate, and I could feel the chocolate, like, had squished. It was melted, right? It was probably sitting under stage lights or something. Yeah. And I'm, like, holding it, like, oh, no, girl, like, this is mine. But I decided to be the bigger person. And I just let go. And I was like, you know what? If it was June or Boob or Mingyu or Joshua, it would have
basically a lot of
Scoops
people.
or anyone, but...
Even Dino would have been whatever, too.
I have nothing against the 8. I'm just, like, completely, like, apathetic towards him. But, like, it would have been a very different ending to that story. But because it was the 8, I was like, you know what, girl? And then later at the end of the concert, she was, like, bawling. Like...
She still had her thing.
Yeah. And I was like, you know, that was... Mallory, you made a good choice. You were the bigger person there.
She literally still had her bangs, the rolling bangs.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of Korean girls wear bang curlers, and, like, she must have forgotten to take hers out or something.
She was so emotional.
I know.
She was literally crying throughout the entire thing, and we were just like, don't laugh. Don't laugh. I mean, even when, like, even if, like, for example, like EXO or like Shiny cries. Like I don't actually get too emotional. Like I don't cry unless like it's actually like I'm not really an emotional cry. Like I don't know.
Yeah. So, it was just funny.
It was hilarious. Like
yeah.
But we understand. We understand. She cries, I scream, Mallory like goes like
yeah, so let's talk about that. So that was my favorite part. Well, when I caught that chocolate. Let's just say I caught it.
You did. I thought you actually caught it.
I did. I had it.
But like I thought like you had it. Like
I did. I had it and be like this, and then her hand was like this. Like we were both holding on to it.
No, but I thought you just grabbed it. I didn't even notice her hand.
Oh yeah. No,
yeah.
Both of our hands caught it.
I
caught that chocolate.
Yeah. I couldn't. I remember like S-Scoops was like on the other side of me throwing it and I couldn't. I was like holding. That's another thing. They wouldn't let us like put our backpacks in the luggage storage center, so we had to carry that. So we're like literally like lugging our stuff. When you go to standing, girlfriends, do not bring anything that is not required. Okay, just bring your small little purse
and a big smile.
That's all you need. Okay?
Mm-hmm. And prepared to lose your dignity at the door.
Yes. Leave it at the door. Well, you're at a K-pop concert.
Anything goes.
Your dignity is like... I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. But, like, you know, if you're at a K-pop concert, you're just going to go wild.
Anyway. So, my second favorite part was... We'll just do mine first. My second favorite part was later. I think it was during 20s when they were singing. They're all just running around. And, like, Joshua comes over, and we kind of make a scene is the thing. Like, we kind of are just screaming their names and, like, waving a lot. So I'm like, Joshua! And he, like, looks over, and he's like, and I'm just like.
Yep. She literally was just like, and then I was like, had zero reaction. And I literally screamed for him. Oh! You screamed his name!
I did.
Oh my god. Okay, tell them that.
Okay, so during the final Ment, so I don't know if you saw this too. We've been following the EXO concerts in America, North America. And in the Dallas one, there's this. Sorry.
Stop.
There's this one girl.
About it.
There's this one girl who yelled like, "I love you, Chen!" during Chen's part.
It was actually adorable.
And he's my favorite, right?
Yeah.
And he like stopped singing for a bit.
And he forgot to sing the lyric.
Yeah.
Because like he's so not used to that. In Korea, there's not that many Chen, like actively loud Chen fans.
My baby.
Like there's a lot of like other, but like Chen is kind of sometimes like, you know, he's actually getting more attention now, but so it was so adorable.
It was so cute. Anyway, so she gave me like Sylvia said, I'm not really like a huge screamer. I'm not like a
she really
outgoing fangirl type thing. I'm more just like fighting, like I love you wave, you know. Yeah. But this girl gave me like strength.
Yeah, she was. I mean,
Chen's
reaction was the best, like ever.
I know.
And I think that's what also like helped, that his reaction was like
that it was cute.
Like he's like, I'm gonna forget my lyric because I'm so touched. It's like,
yeah.
Right. Whereas like Chanyeol's just like,
don't talk about
whatever.
We need to stop talking about EXO. We always said that.
I didn't.
Anyway, so after the Ment, after Joshua said his thing, I was like, she was like, I dare you to do it, and I was like, I love you, Joshua.
Yeah, she literally screamed it, and I was like, praise, hallelujah. Like it takes a lot for her to like yell that. I mean, it would take a lot for anyone.
I'm more of a love letter type of person.
And
then a like fangirl scream.
I'm the opposite, but like it was beautiful. If I can find, I'm gonna make it my mission to find that. Like someone must have been filming.
Like, ouch.
Yeah, someone must have been filming. Like I'm gonna find that moment. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, now your parts that you experienced.
Oh, okay. So, during their encore, right? So usually they go around wearing their cute sweatshirts and stuff, which is what you're gonna buy tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see if we have time. But so they go around in sweatshirts, and then at the very end, they were doing their thank yous, right? So like, as with any large group, they go throughout the line, right? So thankfully, like the K-pop gods were smiling down that day because S-Coups was literally right there, right near us, like right beside us. He was at the very end, right beside our section, like right there. And so like, obviously, all the girls and us were like, oh my god, Sungchala, S-Coups, 사랑해. Like, we're like waving at him and like making hearts and stuff. I'd let go of my backpack at this point. I had my hands free and I was like, oh my god. And because I'm very opposite of Mallory, I'm like, and I'm like I'll like tell you physically, like I'm not afraid. So like he noticed us at first, and he's just like,
because we're making a scene.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, like
he's like, crazy girls, hi.
I was like, it happens many a time, and that alone, I was like, okay, it's over. Like I'm done. This is accomplished.
Because he looked at both of us, and we're like, hi, and
then, so obviously I was like, he was like still like he would like look at other girls too and like be like acknowledge.
Because he's so good at fan service.
And I picked a good bias this time, and he was so cute. And then so I was like giving him hearts, and I was like, oh, like so chill. And he looked at me, and he's like, oh, like I see you. He smiled at me, he acknowledged me, and he's like, oh yeah. And I
watched it happen, and I didn't scream because I'm not a screamer, but I watched it happen.
I was like, oh.
And see what happens is then she falls on my shoulder,
literally like
when this stuff happens, and I pet her.
Yeah, literally.
So this is how we help each other. Like she screams for me. And then I calm her down when she has.
I literally fell and I collapsed on my shoulder. Like I have done this every single time, and it's so funny because she's always like, because she said before this concert, she's like, Sylvia, you're gonna need to hold me. Like you need to hold me this time. And I'm like, I'm here for you. And she's just like,
one of these days it's gonna happen. I don't know.
Watch, Minho's just gonna like strip in front of her.
I don't.
No, like you're gonna be right there in front of Dynamite in Nagata. And it's gonna be, and you're gonna see it happen. And actually, for reals, I might not come back like with her. Like she actually, like I actually might just be alone and I'll be like,
come back with an urn.
Yeah.
Here lies what remains of her dying what she loved doing the most.
Don't worry, Mallory's family. She was very happy. Like, she was so the happiest fangirl. Like,
Steve Irwin died doing what he loved. You know, it happens.
But yeah, so that happened. So then it happened more than once. Like, he would look over and I'd be like, oh, hi, and like, oh, I love you. And he'd be like, hi. Like, you know,
He's really cute.
Smiled at me and he'd just like nod or like raise his eyebrows, like, you know what I mean? Like saying, oh, hi, like, I see you. And I'm like, yeah, that's done. Like, I can't. And he would like do that with all of like the girls. He would look back and like look at girls and smile at them, wave. He killed so
many girls.
Yeah, he's so good. I'm like, oh, praise you. Yeah. Yeah. And, like, Woozy apparently cried.
And we missed that. Because I was looking at Joshua the whole time.
I know. I was I was distracted.
I remember there was one point where we were chanting Oljima, but I don't remember who it was for.
But maybe it was either Woozy or it was Boob.
Boob. I think it was Boob.
Oh, Boob. I wonder, did Boob cry? I don't know.
We can look it up later.
We can look it up. We missed it because they were... Well, to be fair, again, in the standing, you can only see what's in front of you.
Yeah, then they were to the right, so we could just see really scoops. And Joshua was like 2 people down.
Yeah, like it was like Scoops, June, Joshua.
Mm-hmm. So we could see them, but then everyone else, it's kind of like... You can see the screen, though. You can watch them on the screen, but we are watching them. Anyway. Yeah. So, anyway, other fun parts of the concert were, like, at one point, like, Mingyu knelt down and, like, the microphone, the girl in front of us, he, like, held the microphone in front of her saying, he was so close. And, guys, he is so beautiful. Yeah. Like, no one should be allowed to be that attractive. Yeah.
No, like, actually, like, for reals, he's so too attractive.
And we were so close. You could see the makeup, like, coming off of his face from his sweat. Like, and he was right there. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And then there's another part where S-Coops. You want to do this part?
Okay, so, like, S-Coops. Okay, so, again, like, that happened. And then, like... He went at one point when they were like prancing around, he like grabbed water bottles and we all thought that like, oh, he's gonna give it to like the other people, the other members or whatever. No, he comes right in front of us and gives it to the girls right in front of us and gives it to the 2 girls in front of us.
I reached my hand out, but
literally I was like like, one of them was an S-Coops, like, fangirl, and I was like, okay, like, you deserve it, like, obviously. But the other one was, like, not an S-Coops fangirl. I was like, oh, my God, I'm so jealous. You don't even like him that much. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. We had a moment.
We had a moment. You had a lot of moments. You had, like, 4 or 5 moments.
I can't talk about it.
Anyway, so we're going again tomorrow. We have standing section 1 this time. Yeah. And we kind of know how things work a little bit more. Yeah. So, that's that. Let's wrap this up. It was
here's actually a hilarious thing that we, like, okay, when we came out of the concert, we noticed there was, like, a lot of older people.
Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing.
And we're like, oh, like, what are these older people doing? And we realized they were the parents of the people that were inside the concert. Literally, the families were waiting for their children to come out. I've never felt so old in my entire life. Well, I have.
It was fine.
It was one of the many moments.
I let that girl, if I had taken that chocolate from that girl, I think I would have, like, whatever, forgiven myself.
I know. It's fine. Like you did a good thing.
I did a good thing. And it makes me feel like it's okay. Like, she's going to go home with her family, her mom and dad that are waiting for her outside. Yeah. Be like, Mom, I caught this chocolate. Yeah. Like, yeah, you did. I did. I caught it. Yeah.
So... Anyway. Like, yeah, that was basically our experience wrapped up. Like, I think, again, so tomorrow, unless something buck wild happens, we'd probably just leave it at this video, you know.
Because there's plenty of pictures and videos. Yeah, girls seem to be taking.
Yeah, so unless like something crazy happens, like I don't know, like we'll just leave it at this. Like tomorrow, but there'll be different solo stages tomorrow. Well, solo, we'll see. S-Coops is tomorrow. I'm so excited. You should just strip. No, there's
stay sexy.
No, the girls are too young. They're not ready yet.
That's true.
They're too young for that. They're still so innocent.
I don't know. Okay.
Anyways, guys, also tomorrow, Lucky Box Day for EXO.
Oh yeah. She's gonna freak out.
Get ready for reaction. I've been waiting so hard and long for this. I'm ready. Anyways,
okay.
I'll see you guys later.
Peace. Bye.